Back at Chicago Stadium, where the Detroit Pistons come in with a 4-1 record on the road in the playoffs. They have actually lost fewer games on the road than the Bulls have lost at home. There's Isaiah Thomas. And Horace Grant, who needs to have a big game if the Bulls are to move this series along. Earl Strom, Hugh Evans, and Joe Crawford are the officials working this game 6. The teams split the first two in Detroit. The Bulls actually won the opening game. They split games 3 and 4 before the Pistons were victorious on their home floor in Game 5 on Wednesday night. Pistons in blue, the Bulls in white.
Let's see now if the Detroit will go down inside and try to get Mark McGuire off early.
Jordan is guarding Lane Beer as the game starts. Isaiah Thomas hits the first basket. And we'll watch that at the other end. And if Jordan is playing Lane Beer, and if they're ever long rebounds, Jordan is going to have an easy foray down the court.
Well, as we look at Chicago in the last couple of ball games, they've tried to start out by going down inside, trying to get Michael Jordan and Cartwright.
Here's Jordan. This shot, Lane Beer, the rebound, and here's Thomas. This has not been a running series. It's been a half-court affair. McGuire. Mahorn. And the rebound by Grant. Scottie Pippen was hit in the face, and he's hurt. Joe Crawford is dragging him off the floor as play continues.
The other 4 players have no idea that he's not out there.
We're going to have a jump ball. And Mark Feil, the Chicago trainer, is out now with Scottie Pippen, and a 20-second timeout is called by the Bulls.
Here we have the replay. You can see Pippen right in the center of your screen. He's going up, and then he takes the elbow as Lambier comes down from that rebound. He catches him with the left elbow right in the face.
Scottie Pippen has been the second leading scorer for the Chicago Bulls and their leading rebounder in this series.
Here we have another look at it. You'll see that it's an accident. There it is right there. Lambier did not have any idea of who was there, whether it was a Chicago player or a Detroit Piston.
Well, Bill Lambier has been a villain in the past, but you're right. This was purely accidental on his part. A minute and 2 seconds have gone by, and Bill Lambier inadvertently hit Scottie Pippen with an elbow at the top of the head. Joe Crawford, one of the officials, dragged him off as play continued. Finally, a 20-second timeout, a full timeout. He's still being worked on, and Pat O'Brien is over there right now. Pat?
Well, Dick, Doug Collins has now come over, and he's also leaning over Scottie Pippen. The trainer and a doctor from the house is here. I'm not going to pretend to know what's wrong with them just yet. They've been asking him a lot of very simple questions. Did you get hit? Where are you? That sort of thing. For a while, it looked like he was unconscious, but now I think they're just keeping him as still as possible and working on him. We'll be right here. There, you got a little smile there. Is he okay, Doug? Doug Collins says he's okay, so let's hope for the best, and back to you, Dick.
All right, Pat, thank you very much. And while we wait for the replacement for Scottie Pippen, first the hand as he slowly gets up. He's going to be helped up. He really took a whack.
You can see he's quite foggy right now. He's trying to clear his head. Over there right now, Sellers has taken off the sweat clothes.
We'll see if Scottie Pippen can get back. He's being helped off, and Brad Sellers will replace him, and Pippen will sit down at the end of the dressing room. This is the 6th game of this Eastern final, and it has been a low-scoring final. In fact, only one team has scored 100 points in any game. That was the Pistons. They scored 100 in winning game 2. On the jump ball, Mahorn jumping with Cartwright, and it's controlled by Chicago. So a delay when Scottie Pippen was hit. It is 2-0 Detroit. Opening 2 minutes of play of game 6. Jordan looks for the open man. It's Grant. Ties the score.
Now that was interesting, Dick. You see the movement of the people going to the basket.
McGuire lost the pass. He was in good position underneath, and on the turnover, the Bulls come back. Pistons want to take the crowd out of this, and the crowd is in it right now. That's Craig Hodges.
The main thing to zero in on is how quickly Detroit gets to the double team of Michael Jordan. At the other end of the floor, the movement and the guards taking the majority of the shots.
That's what they've done all year. Thomas misses. Aguirre keeps it alive. The Pistons with a tremendous offensive rebounding edge in this series. They have 28 more offensive rebounds than the Bulls coming in, which is a huge number. Sellers forces the turnover to Jordan. Open court, 2-on-1. Here it is. So he's already taken 2 shots in the game. He only had 8 in game number 5.
Well, Detroit will calm you down. They'll work their plays.
Steal. He kept it in bounds. Here it is again.
Oh! Yes!
This is one for the book, QB. He's done a lot of great shots, but I've never seen this before from him.
Well, you see, it was an excellent save. Now, when he gets it back, you'll see him elevate, do a 360, and just toss it up.
He misses the free throw, but the crowd doesn't care. The Bulls are up 8-2, and Michael Jordan has already given them their money's worth. Joe Dumars hits the jumper from outside. That foul was on Lambeer. Craig Hodges inside to Grant. They need a big one from Grant. Aguirre the rebound. 8-4.
They really don't need the 4th shot, Dick. What they need is some more movement, attack the basket, off the dribble or through the pivot area.
On the line. The Pistons turn it over for the second time. Quickly, Pat O'Brien, what do you have?
I'm standing behind Scottie Pippen, who says he's okay, but he was knocked out cold. He thinks it was from one of his own players. Now, the players on the bench are talking now that sort of sets the tempo of this game. Now they know it's going to be physical. Let's go back to Dick.
Well, it was advertised to be that when the series started. Basically, it has been not that much of a physical series. Certainly no incidents of note. Jordan is fouled going to the hoop. So all of a sudden, we are seeing a Michael Jordan that is hardly passive.
We're going to take another look here of Michael Jordan elevating here, going for the 360 move. There you go with the toss.
We could see that all night. Jordan outside. Rebound by Lambeer. Lambeer has not had a good series for the Pistons, and he's showing early aggressiveness for him. Thomas lost it. 5 turnovers already by the Detroit Pistons in less than 3.5 minutes. The Bulls, who had a horde of turnovers, which led to their loss in game number 5, have not committed any. So that's how it goes from game to game. Jordan, Sellers.
See, what I like early, Dick, is that he's definitely trying to create for his ball club. He's taking it hard off the dribble and making things happen if the offense does not open up early.
Grant is guarding Aguirre. And Aguirre hits from outside, but everything by the Pistons have been from the perimeter thus far. Dumars is guarding Jordan. Dumars all defensive team. Thomas is sticking with Hodges. Cartwright trying to get Mahorn in foul trouble again. He's done it the last 2 games, but Mahorn played him tight there. 7:35 remaining in the first quarter. 10-6 Chicago. And on the missed shot. Double team on Jordan. Sellers. So what the Bulls don't get with the rebounding of Pippen, they get with the outside shooting of Sellers, who despite 7 feet tall is not an inside player at all.
Well, he's an excellent shooter from 16 to 20 feet away, and this would be a major help to this ball club tonight.
Aguirre has it stripped by Jordan, but Dumars recovers. And we'll have a whistle, and let's see if we have to adjust the clock.
Well, that time on the initial shot, Michael Jordan came, blocked the shot, and right now what they're talking about here, you'll see him come right from the top of your screen. There's your shot block, and what we're talking about now is, did the clock go